This executive order.
The mounting tensions between the executive and judicial branches of the U.S. government have many warning of a constitutional crisis.
If the crisis is that we're playing a very dangerous game of brinksmanship, then we're there.
The Trump administration has been accused of defying federal court orders, with at least 2 judges weighing contempt findings. In the Kilmar-Abrego-Garcia case, the man wrongly deported to El Salvador, a federal judge and the Supreme Court have said the government must facilitate his return to the U.S., which has not happened. American University professor Stephen Ramil says a Texas judge barring Trump from using a wartime law for the deportation of Venezuelans is a more definitive case.
He's the first one to say, not as a temporary matter, but Mr. President, you do not have the constitutional authority to deport people using this 1798 Alien Enemies Act.
Criminal and civil contempt are the 2 types of punishments for disobeying a court. So what happens if the president ignores a court ruling?
A president disobeying the courts could be called a constitutional stalemate rather than a crisis, because the judiciary doesn't have an army to enforce its rulings except to hold a president in contempt and then try to get the contempt orders enforced.
The problem is those orders get enforced by the U.S. Marshals Service, and the U.S. Marshals Service is part of the Justice Department, and the Justice Department is not going to enforce those orders.
Meanwhile, the White House attacks the authority of judges ruling against Trump's actions.
Radical left-wing judges are egregiously trying to stop President Trump from using his core constitutional powers as head of the executive branch and commander-in-chief.
So the pressure builds as more cases against Trump's executive actions move to the nation's highest court. Craig Boswell, TRT World, Washington.